Gemini, how you doing, guys? We're here to do your reading from the 15th until the 31st of January. How you doing, Gemini? So if you can do me a favour, if you can hit the like button and subscribe, I really would appreciate it, or hit the bell also, that would really help out the channel. Okay, guys, so let's see. So you got the Five of Pentacles, so there's some kind of like coming out of poverty. So if you was in a struggle, you're coming out of poverty. There's also the snowflake condition of where something's growing. Okay, but there's also like someone's coming back, put it that way. If someone was in the cold, they're being either one put out and left out in the cold. For some, if it's a family member, they're being left out in the cold and there's some kind of avoiding an energy. If this is a person, it feels like they're coming back to try and say something about that they left, but they're actually coming back into your life again. Okay, so if somebody left, they're coming back. But this can also be an energy of feeling lonely without you. A lot of people probably won't say that, but you would feel if you're out in the cold and you feel lonely, then someone feels lonely without you. It could be a life path number 5 or a healing year number 5. So make sure that you go over your 2020 yearly personal yearly number to make sure that you know what that is, because that would have changed year to year. So if last time you had a 4, this year you would have a 5. Okay, so let's see. But a lot to do with family, a lot to do with like worrying. Someone does worry a lot in the family about something to do with like finances and money. Also keeping up appearances of, well, it can also be neighbours and society as well. So let's see. Continue the same timeline from the 15th until the 31st. Okay, so someone wants to reconcile, they want to come back and talk about the stability of the relationship. Something's being elevated. So if there's what I'm saying, for men, the women is going to be coming back into your life as well to talk about money and also to talk about the relationship of how it stands. Okay, but there is a stance of where this can be a housewife as well. So you might be a housewife, you might work from home, or you do things around the home for the family. So if you're not working, there is going to be possibly seeking family allowance from the people that live at home with you. Okay, so you would be getting some allowance, either one as it can be a pension. For some, this can be seeking a pension. I don't know why, but either looking into your work pension or a pension scheme, or it can be because I'm picking up old age pensioner. So someone could be seeking a pension. Okay, this can also be support from the family to look to them to support you as well, because this woman here that owns the house, she's looking for family to support them. So you're probably looking for support off your family. If we go on to your love life, there could well be someone that's returning that was gone, but they're now back to talk about the relationship of how it stands also. Okay, but they're really getting me to look at that, which is someone gets a pension, because this is getting what you want, because they've got it. It's right there in front of them. It's kind of like the Six of Pentacles. So there needs to be an equation of equality between family. That would definitely be your dynamic that starts off of this 15th until the 31st. There's a lot to do with compromisation and resolve, to do with like bills, finances, worry, obviously maintenance around the home. Someone possibly wants someone to do some things around the house, or because I keep picking up like a house person that lives in the house and they do a lot in the house. So you might actually work from home. A lot of you probably work from home and you just support your money. Okay, you just support your businesses, but it feels like you're also very busy. But love life wise, I think someone is coming back into your life, because it feels like lost without the stability of the structure of the home. Time on from the 15th until the 31st of January. Or Gemini, Sun, rising in Venus, from the 15th to the 31st of January. For Gemini, Sun, rising in Venus. Continue at the same time. Okay, so wow, so there they come in, they come thick and fast. This is being replaced. So family replacing things. Someone's going to drop their heart right in your hand and say that they love you, okay? But they're going to use more of a heart over emotions. So the emotions are going to flood out by someone, but it's going to be replaced by more of a stable offer this time. This is stability here, right here. So there's going to be an offer of stability where it's kind of like, well, I'll put my heart on a line and I'll tell you that I love you. So do you still want a stable relationship? Because they do love you, Gemini, so it's there. Okay, Earth sign, water sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, this could well be an Earth sign that is coming back into a water sign's life because it starts off with Earth. Okay, so to ground the relationship, there will need to be an offer that's made from someone that's coming back. Okay, so continue on the same timeline, please, for Gemini, Sun, Venus. Same timeline from the 15th to the 31st. So very soon, Gemini, I'm going to be using the moment before, the moment present, and the after. So we're going to do different kind of stuff at some point. And then channeling things. So there you go. So you've got the king. So the king and the queen, but different counterparts. So there's a lot to do with family as well. Someone's very homely bodied. Homely, meaning like they do stuff around the house. They do stuff around the house. But also your counterpart, if this is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well, it could well be you, but this would be a male more than likely. They're warm-hearted here, warm-hearted, but they're very focused on their money, very focused on their money. And you would get this king to warm up, and he would, but he wouldn't show emotions all of the time, but he's willing to put his heart on the line to say, listen, I will open up and I will show you emotion, but I will also, because this would dethrone a queen of swords, okay? Because the king makes the decisions. He's a bit like an emperor. So the king has got businesses and things to attend to. So the king is the one that is being asked to support the family here. So the king, which could be you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, is being asked to support the family, okay? So you more likely are the backbone of the family, but you also have two family members that are turning their backs on one another as well. These two family members, it doesn't matter of the sign, but they are turning their backs on people. It doesn't mean that. It means that this person, to me, is entrepreneurial and they more likely own their own company or business, okay? This person here would be someone that stays at home as well and looks after the family and that kind of thing. But this would be to do with family at the moment. So if you've got family members, this person would be entrepreneurial, they own their own business, spiritual, all that kind of stuff. This person would be the stay-at-home wife or the stay-at-home mum. This could be a child or anybody, but there is that are turning backs on, like, an opportunity to reconcile, because this person's very busy. The King of Swords is very busy looking after his money, as well as apart from this Queen of Pentacles that's also focused on homely stuff as well, okay? But generally, then, if we come away from family, and we also come into the love department that a lot of people watch for, then there is someone that's coming back out of, returning back to the home to talk about the relationship, and they're going to try and get this king, which could be you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, to open up with some kind of truth, to say, listen, you know, I love you, sure, but we're going to need to learn to compromise some way, because we've got to work out the relationship between working and the family. So the world, there's the sit down. If you can remember my other deck, the sit down to talk about where we're going to go with the relationship. Okay, there's a cycle as well that's continuing. There will be many, many discussions about communication, to do with love, to do with money, and to do with passion, and where you can go to travel and spend your money and all that kind of thing, possibly asked out on a date. This would be a date. A lot of you, these can be new people that you meet if you don't have a partner. If your partner's left and you're out there seeking, there's a good choice that you can meet someone, because you would definitely be watching someone on the internet. Okay, this is all internet business. If you run an internet business or a travel business or a travel agent is also what I'm looking at, or a secret, I'm not picking up a secret agent, but a travel agent to do with like physical travel, or you do travel for for one of your companies, you travel a lot. Okay, but there's definitely internet sales and businesses that are all being looked at, that definitely by this king here is definitely looking into his finances, the money, the things that he has, is also his relationship, also future projects that he wants to do, but he's also going to have a discussion with you, Gemini, or it can be the vice versa. But the story as told so far, that this king, which can well be you, But generally, the King of Swords is a man, right? Is a man. So that would be the male person that looks after the business more. And this person here could well be you, that is attending to a family matter as well. Stuff to do with a home, but a family matter. But it's all facing away from this Ace of Cups. But it's being offered to this Queen of Pentacles at the same time. So you've got family stuff going on, but this cup here is also being offered to your counterpart of your relationship factor. That someone is going to offer you support, to stand up with you, with the family, to say, well, I'll support you. So if that's relationship-wise, this person's very wise. Okay, they won't play games. They will literally cut off energy more than what the Queen would, but they will cut energy off to focus on their business. When that happens, your counterpart notices it and they want to come back to make this offer. But it will be offered by both to stabilise the relationship. Okay? So it would be reconciliation of possible friend. That it can be just a friend. Okay? But, or it can be a love interest. Or it is your love partner. There will be different people looking for different things. Okay? On this same timeline, please. Okay. Sorry, I thought a card was upside down. I thought one flew over. One flew over the cuckoo's nest is what I heard. One flew over. Someone flew over. I think someone is flying over to see you, possibly. Or you are them. Continue on this reading, please. For Gemini, something rising in Venus. Continue on this reading, please. 15th to 31st. So you got Taurus. Oh wow! So you got you got counterparts. There they are. Okay. So you got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. So a lot of family are involved. Families to families. Your family and their family. Okay. And then you've also got the King of Wands. So some of this, not for everybody, but this would be a same-sex relationship with two men also. Okay. If not, there would be two very important men in your life, or two important people in your life. But this is generally Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, fire sign. This is normally Leo to me, but Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so what is this saying? So this person is coming back to travel to you to talk about the stability of the relationship 100%, that you are counterparts and that you won't be able to break away from this. Well, I don't think that you want to, Gemini. I think that your person's your person, and they're there, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. But you can also have Taurus as a descendant. Make sure that you check out your descendant and also your masculine side, which would be your Jupiter. Okay, so make sure that you check those as well, because they can be very important. But this is a Taurian energy to me as well. Okay, I've just finished Taurus energy, and that will be up, and you would have seen that by now. Okay, but the King and the King. There's two kings. Oh, there's three kings. Sorry, I missed us. We three kings are glory and right wise or something. We three kings. It's a bit like Queen going into like who rules the roost and who rules the universe. Someone's taking over a company and a business as well. They want to take it over, or they have just been asked to take travel a lot. Your counterpart or you have been asked to travel a lot for business, and it would be like a travel salesman or someone that does either fly, and that would be air miles, because I'm picking up miles. So someone travels miles, okay? And there are miles going on the clock. Definitely picking up travelling, okay? I'm also picking up a travel agent, where someone might be looking into a travel agency to find out where they can actually go and have a holiday together, okay? A trip out. It can be a day out as well. Day trip. I'm hearing day tripping. Day tripper. Wow, three kings. I haven't seen that in a long while. So yeah, what else does this mean? What else does this mean? This king is... There's a lot of family here, but people keep wanting to reconcile, but someone's trying to tame someone. Tame. Like a fire sign, earth sign. So it'd be, to me, that would be Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But it can be either, but definite fire, earth. Okay? Is trying to regulate their energy by taming themselves. Okay? So you might reconcile with the person to calm the relationship down. There's also going to be a lot of focus on making sure that you don't prod this person. I'm picking that up as also Leo, you know, because you got fixed signs, fixed, okay? So there's cross people, but taming one's energy, meaning that you don't prod a bull as well as you wouldn't prod a lion. You know, fixed signs, they have to do that themselves as well, okay? So... because I definitely think that there's a fire sign that definitely has a fixed earth sign in their chart. Fire, but definite fixed. Well, more than likely. Who knows? Let's see. Continue on this reading, please. But they're very difficult characters. Can be very difficult characters for me to explain without clarifying the actual cards. But generally, this king is definitely looking at business and money. 100%. Your counterpart is definitely looking into investing into internet business, travel, probably do both stuff on the internet and also travel as well. Okay? And they do a lot of it. And they stand up for the relationship and the family. They possibly might be seen as someone that could well be arrogant, okay, but they would be determined and focused on their money and relationship. You know, there seems to be a lot of that where someone fears that they're going to be left out in the cold, but they're not. This person is just very determined and focused to earn money and also like life. This person here, the King of Swords, will continue with life and he will continue with his business, okay? And there is a lot of that, but there's also a lot of support as well. Like support, meaning I do things for you and I will open up, but I've got loads of work to do. I've got loads of work to do. Wow, so there you go. The Four of Wands and the Three of Cups. Okay, just before we continue on, Gemini, I am going to mention that when these go to Patreon, if anybody has any kind of like, because you watch the readings, okay, and I do need patrons in order to be able to keep doing it, but if people are very annoyed about the price, I'd rather people say to let me know what you would pay if you want to pay. You know, because me, I live in the UK, and when taxes come through from Patreon, they take a cut of that, and also does PayPal. They take a complete load of tax away from me, and I don't end up with much. That's why I have to keep it high. But I'd rather a load of patrons of people that can have it cheaper if people are going to use it as patron. Okay, so I just would say that I'd rather people say something than not say anything, you know, because I have also got other work and things to do. But I want everybody to have what they, you know, equality has to be formed in life. Sorry, Gemini, I've got no idea where I'm going with that. But anyway, your person, twin flames, soulmate, here they are. This is the person that is more than likely going to ask you to marry them, or they would. If not, they're going to ask you out on a date, but they will be moving in with you to reconcile and to live with you again, to celebrate some kind of news of a marriage. Now, you might be asked to go to a party as well. Some of you, I can remember Johnny, right? Sorry, someone from the comment section saying that actually just got released. So, yeah, keep your head up, mate. You know, doing extremely well. So, because there was a lot of that energy in different readings. But this can be released from prison or something and hearing some very good news as well about the family. Or your family might hear that you have been also released for someone. So that's really good. So the energy will be like, you will reconcile with family again. You will rejoice with your partner, but there are family members that are all in that too. Johnny. Sorry. Sorry, I'm going on to like a private reading for someone. But there are a lot of family members that are all involved in this. There are a lot of family businesses and a lot of deals. But your person is definitely there for you. There will be some constriction, obviously, as life, but you will be learning to live with the person. So you have to learn to live with their ego and their work as well. You have to fit in that time of life. Love is there all of the time. Love, 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 love. Like, it's there, can't never run out. Okay, but work is also there all the time. It doesn't ever run out. Well, it can. 2020 on the clock. But life never ends. It's just always there. Okay, so you have to compromise to dissolve things. Okay, so there's a lot of compromisation that's going on. Discussions, talking. Okay, let's see. But this is 100% your counterpart. This is also your wife or your husband. But you are definitely in... this is a married couple, okay? If you're not married, then this is your counterpart of your relationship, okay? But they would definitely live with you. Well, I would definitely say that they're living with you, this person. But they might have left for a period of time and they come back. This could be what I was saying about the person. Okay, I don't want to keep mentioning your name in case you don't want me to. But you've just got back, okay? You've just got back. And your energy now is going to be elevated here, okay? And then if you have to go back for parole or anyone like that, because that can be there, you will have good news about that, okay? Not that you've got to go back for parole, the fact that you might not have to be anymore, okay? Or that you'll just be going back to meet people. This can also be, that came through on a Cancerian reading at one point, that this can be a rehabilitation centre, okay? Rehabilitation centre. But a centre, because I keep picking up a centre. This can be someone that you know of, a grandma or grandparent that might be asked to go to a, what do you call it, a care home. Or you might work in a care home facility or something yourselves. But if not, and that is a family member, you might be going to visit them in a care home. For some of you, you work in a care home. Or you work with children and families. You work very well with families and very well with people, you know, definitely. You definitely work very well with people. Someone's got good people skills. Like they know when to give the right advice and when to not, you know. I think you're going to be coming up against a lot of that. I think a lot of these kings here are going to be very important people that you're also going to maintain in your life. But you're also going to meet along your way as well, okay? On your travels here. If you do internet business or you do travels or something like that, you're going to meet these people here. They can be women or men, but you will meet these people here, definitely. And you will probably think, my partner has earth, air or fire in their chart. Yeah, but you will also meet other people that have that in your chart, in their chart as well, okay? So you're going to meet, because all of these here are people that you're going to meet that are going to be very important in your life, men or women. These will be bosses as well, okay? So you might run a company, but you also work for the government of another company. So you own your own, but you also work for someone else too, okay? So you're definitely going to have opportunities of money that's going to come up. Some of you are seeking jobs to see where you can go, but I think you've already got it or got a good idea of where you're going to go. Okay, some of this is physical travel and movement to another home here, that you're physically looking to move in the future, but you're making a good plan of stabilising where you're at the moment, but you are going to move and you could well be given the keys to a new home. If you are looking to move, you're probably going to be given the keys to a new home because you will tell family and friends that. I think that some people are going to say, yeah, we're back together. So you might tell your family or your friends that we're back together again, okay? That you're back together again. So we're going to continue on with the rest of the reading. We'll continue on here and then clarify some cards and look deeper. That's where we go into different segments of the reading that tell me more about these energies of what's going on with them if they're star signs, because they can still come up in your energy as other people, but we still try and relate it to one, okay? So if you do want to join Patreon, I really would appreciate it. You can find the link below. You can also reach out for a personal reading that you can find in the email, and you can join any other website that I have. There's loads of different things all in the bio box below. I hope you have a great rest of January. We'll look forward to hopefully February readings that might come out very soon. Okay, we'll still continue on with the weeklies that will be timeless, but this one is from the 15th until the 31st of January. And I'll hopefully see you over on Patreon, Gemini. Thanks very much, guys. Catch you again soon.